All right, so about some of this energy going forward, it is intentionally pushing people to not necessarily to their brink or to the point of death, or there's a bit of a push to see like a surge. What do you want to do? Because the why has to be in there. Why you start doing this to begin with is very different than the way it appears out there in certain communities. So in certain communities, it makes it look like all of this is just psychology, or all of it's just energies, or all of it is just astrology, or all of it is just, working on the self. But there is a balance here that's coming in, which means that it has to be all about you. In other words, what you want, what you like, how you want your life to be, the new routine as a new you, and how that actually plays in with people that surround you, people that you still want to keep near you. Because it doesn't matter about all the things that you wind up learning. If you're not healthy and feeling loved and supported, you're going to be crying a lot. And it's not that you're expected to cry, because you're not weeping tears anymore. There are no Kuan Yin vows of foregoing your own enlightenment in favor of other people. There has to be you. There has to be you that is moving forward and living not just a worthy life where it's worthy of who you really are, but that it's enjoyable. It feels satisfying. It feels like it's growing. It doesn't feel stagnant, or like you're just standing on some platform somewhere waiting for the next bus or something. This is why there has to be your own personal participation, because that's how you turn things, that's how you influence it with your emotions, is by participation. Whether that's physical participation, verbal, it is definitely energetic participation, it's emotional participation. And the timing may seem a bit odd that as we're coming out of one thing, we should be going into another thing and opening up, and yet there's this sort of level where things might feel like very blasé, mundane, and not really feeling like much of anything at all. And you can find that your days go into some of the same, category. What am I doing? Why am I doing this? Why am I even going to work? Even though the question might be answered by saying, well, because you need to keep the roof over your head, or because there's a real reason. You're moving past survival. You truly are moving out of the 3D, 4D, and out of a lot of the manipulations into a level that is letting you feel the rewards, letting you reap some of the hard work, letting you gain back the independence and the freedom. So that's freedom of choice, being able to choose. Some of that choice has even come in where you could say, you know what, because I was forced to stay home, I can choose to sleep a little bit late today. I have a choice. Whereas before, maybe you had no choice about that. You had to do this, you had to do that, okay? And if you're seeking that, don't stop with the feelings, okay? Because this is what actually breaks things through. Water erodes stone. Water can erode a wall. So don't be afraid of your emotions. Don't be afraid of other people's emotions, because sometimes we are. It's in the delivery. It's not in always what you're saying. It's how you say it. It's how you approach it. It's how soft you are for allowing the solutions, allowing more softness and sensitivity, and still feeling loved and protected, and feeling that you will be able to deflect people's stuff away from you. That only happens through your twin flame body. So while we use our minds for, doing the things we need to do here, things we should not use our minds for are worrying, overanalyzing, analyzing something to death, slicing and dicing it, and it's going to feel not only counterproductive at some point, but it's going to feel like a dead end. Like all of that actually went nowhere. And rather than feel that, play a little bit, learn, and expand, because it's not just growing, it is more than spiritual maturity. Spiritual maturity is a word that we use here to describe when someone is more balanced and they behave and respond as a more mature, wiser person. They're able to draw on wisdom easier. They're able to be sensible. That is truly the beings we truly are. But the difference here is getting it where it's natural as the result of expanding your new twin flame body. That is what happens. It is a natural result because it's you. And then you can talk to you, your higher self, your soul, however you describe it. The divine can come through you and talk to you and say, oh, that's what you would like? Well, that's what I'm feeling from you. Is that what you would like? That's what I'm feeling from you. Okay, let's erode that. Go ahead and cry. It's not going to matter if you cried. All of that water, it's just going to make that thing dissolve. Do it. Let me get the big chunks out of the way. And that's a part of how it happens.